Hi guys, I've had a high demand for an instructional video for the picky pads, which are these. Basically these are silicone and it's dried and cured with pony beads in it, and they're for anxiety relief and or fidgeting, skin picking, anything like that. And they're very useful for children, and adults can enjoy them as well. So we're going to show you how to make them today. So basically this is the silicone I use. I'm going to link it to the brand or to the list on Amazon that I have. This is 64 ounces. You can get a 32. It's a 10A mixture, which means it's the most flexible because you do want to be able to pick those beads out of the thing, and if it's too it's hard, then you can't get the beads out. So you want to get a 10A, and it says hardness 10A. So it comes in these two canisters. One is labeled A and one is labeled B. You basically mix it in a 1-to-1. So we're also going to have that. You're also going to need a silicone mold. This is a circle silicone mold that I got off Amazon, and it comes in a heart shape and also a rectangular shape. Now you're gonna want to probably have backups of these because you may have mess ups and failures where it sticks to the mold. So basically, and you don't want to use your household items where you're getting your baking pans out and you may mess those up. So you want to use this kind of flexible silicone mold. I also use this mold release spray. It's a Pell brand and it's on Amazon, and you basically just spray it onto the mold about an inch away, just a little bit, like you're spraying a little bit of hairspray on it. And you're gonna wanna buy that as well to help the picky pad release from the mold. Okay, so you're gonna need a cup and you're gonna need a spoon to mix your silicone. And we've got our scale, and you're gonna wanna zero out your scale, and you're gonna wanna put the cup on there, and it's gonna add the weight for the cup. So you're gonna have to figure out approximately how much is gonna go in the mold and how much you need to add. So I'm gonna use 4 ounces, and I've already measured out in this cup because it's really hard to pour on camera without getting it messed up. So basically I did 2 ounces of this into here and 2 ounces of this B mold into here. So I did 2 of A and 2 of B. And you want to stir it. You want to get a good thorough stir, and you want to make sure you're getting the sides. You want to make sure you're getting the bottom. You want to make sure you're moving the spoon upwards and through the mixture to make sure. And you're going to see bubbles, and that's normal. Because the silicone is it's mixing together for the first time, and this is what's gonna cure. So this has already been mixed for about a minute. So we're gonna let that sit for a second while we put in the beads. These are pony beads. They're 6 by 9 millimeter. You can buy them on Amazon. You can buy them at any craft store. You can buy them in pretty much any color you want, and you can make whatever pattern you want. So we're just gonna kind of put a bunch of beads in a random pattern. You can do any pattern you like, basically. Just design it however you want. If you want a flag, or if you want stripes, or if you want a heart, you can do those patterns as well. These I do pretty easily because they're gonna get picked out pretty easily, and you don't want to spend a bunch of time on these. So we're going to put these in an even layer. It looks uneven right now, but I'm going to press it down. I'm going to make sure there's about 1 bead covering the bottom of the tray. So we're going to keep putting beads in until it looks pretty even. It's getting to look pretty even. We'll put a little bit more purple in there. And if you have an extra bead or two that seem to sit on the top, that's okay too. And if you have little spaces, that's okay too. You don't have to get it in perfectly. You don't have to have it perfect every single time. So you're gonna wanna keep mixing. You're gonna wanna mix right up until you put it in. So just keep mixing that, guys. And again, it's gonna look pretty bubbly. Those bubbles are gonna go away once it cures. It takes about 4 to 6 hours to cure. So you're gonna wanna mix it one final time, and then you wanna pour. I'm gonna take out this spoon. It is gonna get a little bit messy. That's why I've got paper towels down. So you're gonna wanna pour basically around the edges. Make sure you get the edges filled in. And you're gonna wanna keep pouring steadily and not overload in the middle. And keep pouring, and kind of make a circle inwards. And then if you have any left over, don't just dump it in. Just kind of keep it an even mixture, and don't go over the chop because it will flow over the sides and make it harder to get out. So as you can see, there are some bubbles, and there are some places where the beads have kind of shifted, so you can move it around, and you can use your spoon to add, or you can use your spoon to move it around. You can also add beads at this point. So I'm gonna add a couple just to show you how easy it is to put them in there. And I'm gonna push these beads down. Again, if they're sticking up in the final mold, it doesn't have to look perfect. These molds here, you can see that there's a bead or two sticking up, and that's just fine. This doesn't have to be perfect. So basically now what you wanna do, you wanna give this about 4 to 6 hours in just a regular room. Just make sure it's on a level space, and that no animals can get to it, and that nobody's gonna step on it or move it. It just needs to sit for 4 to 6 hours. Then when you're done, you're probably gonna wanna take like a kitchen knife or something that's flat on the edges, and you're gonna wanna get in the corner and pop it out. And what I mean by that is just get in there and dislocate it from the mold, the silicone edge from the mold. And beware that sometimes they do kind of stick to the molds, and it is hard to get out, but you'll get better with time. And as you make more, you'll understand that the mixing is crucial. It makes it much easier to take out, and you'll understand that the timing is crucial. You don't want to leave it overnight or for 9 or 10 hours. So you also want to be wary if you're making one and you don't have time to get it out, you want to make it in time. Okay, so this is my finished product for right now. We're gonna let this set, and this is the finished product when it comes out of the mold. Again, these come in totally different shapes. They can come in a heart, or they can come in a rectangle, whatever mold you find. If you can find silicone molds on Amazon, I encourage you to buy those. And I hope I've explained everything well, and good luck with making your picky pads.